Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're the podcast where, well, we plunge into these huge, fascinating stories and try to pull out those surprising truths that just make you go, aha.
Mm.
Today, we are stepping right into the glittering, but really enigmatic world of Evelyn Hugo.
Oh, the legend herself.
Exactly. At 79, this Hollywood icon, famous for what, 7 marriages, she's auctioning off her most iconic gowns.
Right, the big auction.
And our mission, our deep dive today is to peel back those layers, the carefully built image she had. We want to uncover the real truths behind the fame, those chaotic loves, the struggles, and we're doing it all through the eyes of this struggling magazine writer, Monique Grant.
Which is just such a fascinating setup, isn't it? Because Evelyn Hugo, she's been a recluse for decades. Just total mystique.
Right.
So the big question right off the bat is, why Monique? Why pick this basically unknown writer from Vivant magazine for the Pell interview of a lifetime?
Yeah, Monique has no idea.
None. And it's this huge career opportunity for her, especially since her own life is kind of falling apart. Her husband, David, literally just moved out.
It's wild. Monique herself is completely baffled. She's digging, asking her mom if her dad, who worked in Hollywood way back, maybe knew Evelyn. But nope, nothing.
Dead end.
So this really strange choice sets up our whole quest for this deep dive. What is hiding under that glamorous, carefully managed Evelyn Hugo facade? How did she actually navigate a life where love, ambition, public image, they were just constantly smashing into each other?
Get ready, folks.
Yeah, get ready. This journey, I think, is going to hit us with some real aha moments about fame, love, and, finding yourself in all that mess.
Definitely. And to really get Evelyn Hugo, you have to go way back to the unvarnished start. Our sources, they paint this really vivid picture. Evelyn Elena Herrera.
Right, not Hugo yet.
Not Hugo. Daughter of Cuban immigrants, grew up really poor, lost her mother when she was just 11, and her father, abusive. It's not the glamorous backstory you'd expect, is it?
Not even close. And it immediately shows you that fierce survival instinct that really defines her entire life.
Absolutely.
What's just staggering is how young she learned that brutal lesson. Take what you want. I mean, she's only 16, and she seduces Ernie Diaz, this much older guy.
Yeah.
And it wasn't about love, not even close. It was cold, calculated, a transaction, basically. To get her ticket out of Hell's Kitchen and into Hollywood, she was already taking control, using what she had.
That's it, exactly. And once she got to Hollywood, she didn't just, sit around waiting. No. She's hitting the celebrity spots, networking. That's where she meets Harry Cameron.
Ah, Harry. Key figure.
Huge. A young film producer back then. He becomes this lifelong confidant. He helps her get small roles. She's learning the ropes, hiding how ambitious she really is from Ernie so he doesn't feel, threatened.
Smart.
But the industry itself, different story. Harry tells her straight up. Being Cuban, that's a barrier. The studios want blondes for the lead roles.
Ugh, yeah. A grim reminder of the times. So what does Evelyn do? She engineers this meeting with a producer, Ari Sullivan.
Right.
And just with this chilling pragmatism, uses sex as a tool, not for pleasure, for power, to land the lead in Little Women. Getting what she wanted, that was the satisfaction.
And bam, that leads to the famous image overhaul. She becomes a blonde bombshell, rechristened Evelyn Hugo, erasing the Cuban roots entirely to fit the mold.
Oh.
Then the studio orchestrates this strategic divorce from Ernie Diaz. Evelyn plays the perfect heartbroken wife for the cameras.
All an act.
Totally, turning him into just another stepping stone. Calculated. Though actually it worked out okay for Ernie too. He used the settlement money to build his own life.
It shows the sheer ruthlessness it took to climb like that. And this drive, it leads her straight into her first big public marriage. Don Adler.
The handsome actor.
Right. And Don, he seemed genuinely into her, not just the image. For a minute, you think, okay, maybe this is real, amidst all the publicity stunts.
Yeah, their romance was this huge whirlwind, all meticulously arranged by Don's powerful parents. Culminates in this lavish wedding in 1957. But here's the kicker.
Okay.
At the reception, in this quiet moment, away from the crowds, Harry Cameron confesses to Evelyn that he's gay.
Wow. At her wedding reception.
Right there, sharing this huge secret right then and there. It just instantly deepens their bond. Cemented Harry as her absolute closest confidant, a rock in her crazy life.
But the fairy tale with Don, it falls apart almost instantly, doesn't it?
2 months in. 2 months, and Don starts hitting her.
God.
Resentment, mostly. Her career was taking off. His was kind of stalling. He couldn't handle it. Lashed out, told her to quit acting, have kids.
The irony is just brutal. Her success is what triggers his abuse.
Exactly. And Evelyn, ever the survivor, she's hiding the bruises, pushing through filming, especially One More Day, the movie they did together.
The one they both got nominated for.
That's the one. Oscar noms for both. But for Evelyn, that film was forever stained by the abuse happening behind the scenes. Harry noticed the bruises, he confronted her.
Did she tell him?
She admitted it, yeah, but she was trapped. Said she still loved Don, but it was all tangled up with ambition, the public image. It really makes you ask, what was the real cost of that glittering Hollywood success?
So she's in this incredibly tough spot. Vulnerable, but still fiercely ambitious. And then the casting for Little Women. This brings in a newcomer who changes everything, Celia St. James.
Right. And initially, Evelyn just sees her as a threat, another pretty young thing who could steal her spotlight.
But then there's this moment, right? Not on set, but at home.
Yeah, it's powerful. Evelyn's maid, Paula, she glimpses these dark bruises around Evelyn's ribs. Dawn had pushed her down the stairs.
Oh, my God.
But Paula says nothing, just silence. It's kind of chilling how that Hollywood illusion was maintained, even with stuff like that happening.
And then on set, Celia, she's actually nervous.
Totally nervous. And that catches Evelyn off guard. She stops seeing a rival and sees like a person, scared, unsure, like she used to be. It's this subtle shift, but Evelyn decides, quietly, I like her. And that simple thought, well, it ends up meaning everything.
So how does the friendship actually start?
It's unconventional. Celia suggests, public outings, pap strolls. But Evelyn wants privacy. She wants real life away from the cameras. She steers them somewhere secluded.
Interesting.
And Evelyn is just brutally honest, admits she uses people, says something like, if you're going to use people, at least be good at it.
Wow. What does Celia think of that?
Celia finds it awful, but with a spark of admiration. Isn't that great? It leads to this deal, this mutual cooperation. Celia helps Evelyn with her acting. Evelyn lends Celia her star power. A partnership built on this raw, cynical understanding of how Hollywood works.
And this honesty, it extends to managing her image too, right? The cold Evelyn article.
Oh, yeah. That piece accuses her of refusing Dawn children. So Evelyn, strategically, fakes this whole story about having multiple miscarriages. Harry helps her script it.
And she performs it for the maid?
Puts on a whole show over the phone for Paula, knowing she'll leak it. And it works. Public sympathy flips completely. Genius, but ruthless.
But behind all these headlines, something real is happening with Celia.
Absolutely. That's what's so profound. Behind the scenes, their intimacy is growing. They're sharing secrets. They burn that fake article together. Evelyn feels this seismic shift. She realizes with this aching clarity, she's starting to love Celia.
But then Dawn comes back.
Yeah, Dawn walks in on them during this private moment, shatters the intimacy, but the public story stays the same. Evelyn and Celia on double dates with Dawn and this guy Robert Logan. The truth is right there, but hidden.
Until the Little Women premiere. Evelyn's proud of Celia's performance, not threatened, but then Ruby Riley.
Ugh. Ruby, always digging for dirt. She corners Evelyn at the after party, spills everything, tells her Celia's a lesbian and that Dawn's having an affair.
What does Evelyn do?
Her focus is instant. Not Dawn cheating. She kind of expected that. It's Celia. She has to find Celia. Tells you everything about her priorities right there.
And this leads to that huge moment in the interview with Monique. The big reveal.
The absolute core of it all. Monique asks point blank, did you know Celia was gay? Evelyn hesitates, then just lays it bare. Celia St. James was the love of my life.
Just like that.
Just like that. Monique, stunned, jumps to, so you're gay. And Evelyn corrects her so calmly, so firmly. I'm bisexual, I loved men, and I love Celia. Both were real.
And Monique gets it, right? Thinking about her own biracial identity.
Exactly. She understands that struggle against being put in a box. This isn't just Evelyn confessing love, it's her claiming her whole complex self, refusing easy labels.
So after this massive confession, Evelyn makes a move.
A bold one. She kisses Celia, but Celia pulls back, overwhelmed. So Evelyn turns around, confronts Dawn about his cheating, tells him she loves Celia, and walks out. Done.
Wow. But the divorce gets messy.
Super messy. Evelyn's gagged, can't speak publicly. Dawn blacklists her from Sunset Studio. It's brutal.
And Celia.
Once Harry leaves with the papers, Evelyn finally tells Celia she loves her. They sleep together. It's this huge turning point.
Yeah.
But the media, they spin it viciously. Sub Rosa claims the divorce is because Evelyn was jealous of Dawn's success. Predicts her career is over.
Just shows you the power of the press back then, shaping the narrative, even when she's fighting so hard to control it herself.
Absolutely.
And after the divorce from Dawn, Evelyn's career does actually take a hit, right?
Yeah.
While Celia's takes off.
Big time. Celia wins the Oscar for Little Women. Evelyn's watching at home, alone, and she's so overcome with pride and love for Celia, she literally kisses the TV screen and chips her tooth.
No way.
Yes, it's this small, kind of absurd moment, but it says everything about how deep that hidden love ran.
So her American career is sputtering.
Yeah.
What does she do?
She reinvents herself, goes to Paris. Harry helps set it up. She gets offered this super bold role by Mashair Reads. It includes a topless scene in a film called Bouton Train.
Risky move back then.
Very. But Evelyn nails it. She channels her understanding of desiring a woman, Celia, into creating this powerful sense of desire on screen. It becomes the film's most talked about moment.
And that gets attention.
Huge attention. Rock star Mick Riva sees the film and publicly declares he's going to marry her, having never even met her.
That's just peak celebrity insanity, isn't it?
Totally. Just this instant, bizarre public connection.
And her public life, especially with Celia, it's still this constant balancing act. There's that incident at the Mick Riva concert.
Right. Evelyn, Harry, and Celia are all there together. Evelyn takes Celia's hand publicly, which is incredibly risky.
Someone sees them.
Yeah, some woman in the crowd notices. So Evelyn, quick as a flash, calls out to Mick Riva, creating this huge diversion, drawing all the attention away from her and Celia. Just brilliant instinctive protection.
But the whispers start anyway.
They do. Sub Rosa starts hinting about their connection, printing stuff about Celia, spending nights at Evelyn's place. The scandal is brewing.
And this leads to Evelyn's most, maybe, drastic plan yet.
Oh, definitely the most self-sacrificing. To kill the rumors and protect Celia, Evelyn decides she needs a huge distraction. Her plan: date, elope with, and then quickly annul a marriage to Mick Riva.
Just use them completely.
Completely. Celia is absolutely devastated, accuses Evelyn of choosing fame over their love again, but Evelyn insists it's to protect Celia.
Does Celia agree?
She does, eventually, but with one non-negotiable condition. After the annulment, Evelyn has to move in with her. Properly.
Wow, a desperate deal.
Made in total desperation. But it shows how committed Celia was, too.
And Evelyn, she pulls it off. The Mick Riva thing.
With chilling precision. She manipulates Mick into proposing, then deliberately makes sure the marriage implodes fast by being, well, a terrible lover.
Oh my God.
It works perfectly. Public sympathy pours in for her, the poor jilted bride. Attention totally diverted from Celia. It's masterful manipulation, even if it involves humiliating herself.
But the personal cost must have been huge.
Immense. Evelyn gets pregnant from sleeping with Mick as part of the charade. Celia is furious, calls her a prostitute. Yeah. Evelyn argues she did it all for Celia, that she had choices. Celia, as an openly gay woman, then didn't, but Celia can't handle it. She leaves. For 5 years.
5 years.